Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine, and today I'll be doing a reading using the tarot deck Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Yoshitani. I've just completed a review of this deck, so if you're interested in seeing all of the cards and getting a little bit about their stories and histories that go with them, I will put a link for that video in the description box below. So what we're going to do right now is a For Whoever reading, and I'm going to use one of my favorite spreads from Benebel Wen's book, Holistic Tarot, and it's called the Pneuma Crossing, or the Spirit Crossing Tarot spread. We'll just give this a little bit more massage time. Everybody loves a good massage, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we cut the deck. All right, what's the energy? Where's our energy for this reading? So For Whoever reading. So if you just want to see the cards in action, fabulous. If you're here for a reading, we're going to begin with the Devil. And that is the signature for this reading. So this is reaching out to people who are in a stuck position. This can deal with fear, doubt, insecurity, addiction, and it can deal with things that you have yet to deal with. If you haven't tested your chains, how do you know that they're there? Those people who don't move never know that they're stuck. So what's got you stuck? And since this is kind of a spirit crossing, we could be in kind of a spiritual place here. The other cards will tell us. What is in the past? The deep past. The Moon. So we're dealing with some fear. And we've got some strong major arcana going on here, because major arcana are kind of our big turning points in life, whereas our minor arcana are typically the small muscle movements of everyday life. So the Moon and the Devil, the Moon in the deep past and the Devil as the energy of the reading. So there's been a fear in coming from the deep past, coming from some kind of incident, some kind of situation that has made you afraid or has entrapped you in some way. So the moon is a card about dealing with your fears, with your illusions, with misgivings. We think about moonlight, yes, it's very romantic in one sense, but when you're trying to look for something, say you dropped your earring in the grass when you were walking through the yard and now it's moonlight and you're trying to find it, it's going to be very hard to find. While it's nice to, walk around holding hands in the park under the moonlight, finding something in the moonlight can be very, very difficult, and sometimes in certain situations it can be dangerous. So we have a certain element of fear and possibly an element of danger that's contributing to this. Recent past, the Sun. Okay, so we have Moon, we have Sun. So it seems like there's been some healing going on in the recent past, some expansion, some willingness to grow. What's above? What's the advice? Ace of Coins. So we get Ace of Coins in the above position here. Let me scoot these down so you can actually see what I'm doing. We get Ace of Coins here, which is telling us that we have the material resources to be able to continue this expansion. There is growth coming out of this. There's some learning coming out of this. There is progress. There is even some joy as you sort of move through this arduous, fearful time. Perhaps this means that you have taken charge and you've faced those fears. You've looked it in the eye and realized that it's not as big as you thought it was to begin with. That you are bigger than this. What's at the root? What's underneath? The magician. The magician, the fairy godmother. The sun is the sun god Ra here. We've got Jack and the Beanstalk as the ace of coins. The fairy godmother. So if we think of the wonderful fairy godmother, I'm thinking of the Disney version of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. At the root, you have always had the tools to manifest. So these two cards go together really, really well. Because if you think about the Ace of Coins, of having that material start, the resources, and it could be the time, the focus, the energy, as well as money or, you know, physical objects that are helping you to get through a difficult period. The magician also is taking these things and putting them to work. So the root is the ability and the desire to actually use the tools. You have the tools and the ability to use them. This is a core thing. This is right down in the root. This is what's below. So this is working out really, really well. All right, well, let's see what's in the future for this. 3 of coins. 3 of coins. So this is a sense of having things work out, and maybe even having some people that help you work these things out. So, you know, you're coming through this fire, this fear, into a place of expansion and growth, and having all those tools and the people to help you. I mean, this arrow right here of Ace of Coins, 3 of Pentacles, Fairy Godmother, the Magician, with the Sun God Ra, the sun, kind of moving forward with you, is really fabulous. A fabulous direction to be going in. So it started out pretty bleak. I was a little concerned, but we've kind of moved into this space of light and of triumph. All right, so what's going on around you? Let's look at the force majeure. What are the things that are outside of your control but are affecting you? And that is 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups indicates that you're getting a lot of successful support from the people who are around you. So you've got 3 of Coins, 3 of Cups. So people that you can work effectively with, people that you can celebrate success with. They could be the same 3 people. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3 people, a group of people. People who are supportive and people who are there for you. Not only are they helping you work on this, but they've been there for you, emotionally available to you. All right, what's karma in this? What's the karma? What are you, I hesitate to say paying back, but what are you balancing? And speaking of balance, we have 2 of Coins. 2 of Coins, 2 of Pentacles. You are successfully balancing past and present, present and future, past and future. The obligations that you have to fulfill. You are creating a sense of balance. Okay, disposition. How do you feel about this? All right, disposition. Temperance, again, with balance. You've got this all balanced. You have come from a place of negativity and fear and entrapment, and like moved in this place of light with people that you can trust to help you, and a place of balance with both 2 of Coins and with temperance, taking those extremes and bringing them, taming them, bringing them together, getting things to unite. Maybe things that didn't want to unite necessarily, but now they're finding this happy medium in you, in your space. So what's the lesson in all of this? What are we learning? 8 of Coins. Work is hard. Hard work is hard, but it's worth it. The lesson And maybe for a while you were stuck back here in this fear because you're like, I don't know if working against this is going to be worth my time. But you made the effort, you broke out, you used your tools, and you found out, why, yes, conquering my fears, conquering my doubts, conquering my debts, could be karmic debt, could be financial debt, could be, you know, any kind of thing that you were hooked on. Conquering that has brought you into this place of harmony and balance. And yes, it was hard work, but you learned the lessons of that. You learned that the work was worth it. The work is worth it because you've just got this amazing expansion going on in your present life. All right, so what's the outcome? What's the big finish? The big finish. 10 of coins. 10 of coins. This is the next level up. It's the graduation. It's having that long-lasting success. That success that becomes a foundation for a new journey. And this is a very material thing. This is, you know, 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles. It's right in your physical world. It's not just something that is emotional, although emotional fulfillment, we did a reading about that a couple days ago, is very important. But this is all coming together in the physical world. And it started out with some really strong negativity here, but that flipped around when you went from the moon to the sun. When you chose the light, when you made that tough decision, when you did that hard work, and you used the tools that were in front of you, you found that balance. And it's manifesting in a situation of abundance of resources, of time, of talent, of treasure, of authority, of, you know, and 10 of coins is something that is conceptually generational wealth. So it's something that goes on into the future. This isn't some like temporary, yay, I just got that and now it's spent, it's gone, it's over. This is the result of investment. This is having something that keeps growing and keeps growing and keeps growing. So good job for mastering those fears. And if you're not in the place where you've mastered your fears yet, and you're just kind of looking at this tarot reading for, you know, because you're waiting in line somewhere, this could be the encouragement you need to face that, to face the things that hold you back and flick them away. And find that expansion and realize that you've got the tools and you've got the support and you've got the ability. You've got all of the ability you need to conquer and to get into a place of long-term success. This is a beautiful pattern, but I don't think it's unique to just one person. I think a lot of people can be working on this path and finding this level of success. And I think that's you. All right. Keep on keeping on. And the one thing about, you know, all this heavy stuff hanging out in the past, sometimes you got to flick it away more than once. Sometimes you got to face it more than once. Maybe it was, you know, difficulties in your childhood, you know, difficulties in your youth, difficulties with yourself, difficulties with other people. And sometimes you have to look at those more than one time and repeat this cycle of success. You gotta get it, flick it away. Just face it, feel it, face it, and move on. Feel it, face it, move on. And this can be a perpetual cycle. You get to that next level and you're like, all right, I've got to move on from, you know, things that were definitely real and painful in the past, but perhaps conflated a little bit by this moon card. It looked bigger than it was because you're looking at it in the moonlight, in this sense of illusion. You know, the monster coming out of the water looks ginormous because, well, you can't really see it. And you just think it sounds big. And then you face it and you find out, oh, it's a crawfish. Ooh, throw that in the pot. Yum, yum. All right. All right. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, this is a great cycle of energy going on here. Growth, growth, growth. Keep working. Keep moving forward. Alrighty. Yep, I think I've said everything that needs to be said here. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.